There are professions built on risk, not symbolic risk, real risk. The military, police, firefighters, emergency responders. These are the people who accept up front that their job might cost them their health or their life. And whatever someone's motivation was for joining, the choice to protect others, knowing that risk, is a noble one. So if we're serious about respect, it can't stop at words. It has to show up in how we treat these people and how we use them. Let's start with the basics: pay and care. People in high-risk public service jobs should be able to build a real life doing that work. Not scrape by, not live on a tight budget, not treat the job as something temporary they have to escape later. If we value these professions, then the people in them should be able to stay. That means salaries that grow with experience, careers that reward time and commitment, and the ability to see this work as something you can do long-term without burning out financially. We shouldn't want people entering these roles just to use them as a stepping stone into the private sector. We should want retention. We should want expertise. We should want people who are settled, supported, and proud to stay. Because stability isn't just good for them, it's good for the institutions themselves. And yes, there's another reason this matters. Fair, stable pay also reduces corruption. People who aren't desperate, who have something to lose, are less likely to take reckless risks or make unethical choices. That doesn't eliminate bad actors, nothing does. But good systems are built to lower the odds. Pay, though, is only part of the cost. Public service takes a toll on the body, on the mind, and that toll isn't optional. It's part of the job. Think about how any other job works. If your employer asks you to travel, you don't expect to pay out of pocket. Flights are covered, hotels are covered, food is covered, because those costs are part of doing the job. Public service is no different, except the cost isn't a hotel bill. It's wear on the body, it's long-term mental strain, it's injuries and trauma that don't disappear when the job ends. And those costs shouldn't come out of the worker's pocket either. If the job requires sacrifice, then care is part of the compensation. That means medical care, mental health support, and long-term services tied directly to the work they were asked to do. Veteran services aren't optional. They aren't charity. They are a direct cost of defense. If a defense budget funds equipment and operations but fails the people who carried them out, then we're not honoring service, we're outsourcing the damage. Now for the harder part. The military exists primarily to protect the society from external threats: foreign aggression, hostile forces, real danger from outside. And the moment a government authorizes a foreign military operation, it is knowingly putting lives on the line. It's not abstract, that's immediate. Which means these decisions should never be casual. Every deployment carries risk, and every misstep can spark something bigger. Wars don't usually start with dramatic declarations. They start with decisions that didn't fully weigh the cost. And once a war starts, the cost multiplies. More deployments, more lives, more families changed forever. This is why these decisions are supposed to be difficult, why there are frameworks, why there is civilian oversight, not to weaken defense, but to prevent reckless use of force. Before any foreign deployment, leaders should be forced to slow down and ask, what is the actual threat? Who is being protected? And does the risk to the people being sent truly match the danger being claimed? Because this isn't about politics, it's about people. This is also why accountability matters, why reporting mechanisms matter, why a free press matters. Not to undermine the military, but to make sure it isn't being used carelessly or quietly, or for reasons that wouldn't survive public scrutiny. Because when leaders stop being challenged, soldiers start paying the price. There's another consequence we don't talk about enough. When people stop trusting that leaders will use the military responsibly, they stop signing up. And when volunteer forces dry up, countries turn to conscription. Trust erodes, legitimacy fades, at home and abroad. Abusing military power doesn't just cause lives today, it weakens a nation tomorrow. So here's the line in the sand for me. If you claim to respect the military, you don't get to be careless with their lives. You don't get to treat deployment as a political tool. And you don't get to hide behind abstractions when the cost is human. Lives are not numbers. Casualties are not statistics. And the moment we get used to them that way, we've already lost something important. Respect isn't a slogan. It's restraint, it's accountability, and it's remembering, always, that behind every decision are people who trusted their country not to waste them.